We've all seen the highlight reels, the 24-year-old with the matte black G-Wagon in Miami, or the day in the life of a tech bro in San Francisco spending $40 on avocado toast and networking. Society has spent decades training us to believe that wealth is loud. But here's the truth that your bank doesn't want you to know. Real wealth is usually silent. It's invisible. It's the guy in a plain gray t-shirt driving a 2018 Toyota in a suburb of Chicago because he'd rather own his time than a lease. Today, we're going deep. We aren't just looking at bank balances. We're looking at the psychological shifts, the quiet signs that prove you are on the path to true financial sovereignty. If you recognize these 9 patterns in your own life, you aren't just doing okay. You're quietly getting rich. So friends, I'm Golden, and you're watching Finance with Golden. And if you too want to achieve something big in your life, or if you want to join the race to become wealthy, then subscribe to the channel right now. Sign 1. The death of the upgrade cycle. In America and Europe, we have this cultural disease called lifestyle creep. You get that $20,000 raise at your firm in London or New York, and suddenly your brain tells you that your current apartment is unacceptable. You need the one with the floor-to-ceiling windows. The first sign you're getting rich is you've killed that urge. Think about the golden handcuffs. Most high earners are just one missed paycheck away from disaster because their expenses rose exactly in tandem with their salary. If you're still living like you're making $60K while you're actually pulling in $110K, you are winning. That gap is where your freedom is born. You aren't depriving yourself, you're buying your future self out of the rat race. Sign 2. You value flow over flexing. There's a shift that happens when you start thinking like a millionaire. You stop asking, how much does this cost, and start asking, how much time does this save me? In Western Europe, where the work-to-live balance is huge, this is crucial. If you're paying $100 for a grocery delivery service or a cleaner so you can spend your Saturday morning working on your side business or even just playing with your kids, you've mastered the wealthy exchange. Poor people spend time to save money. Wealthy people spend money to save time. If you've started outsourcing the low-value parts of your life, you are building an infrastructure for wealth. Sign 3. The ghost car. Let's talk about the biggest wealth killer in America, the car payment. The average new car payment in the U.S. is now north of $700. Over 6 years, that's $50,000. If you drive what I call a ghost car, a reliable, paid-off vehicle that no one notices, you are quietly funneling thousands into assets while your neighbors are funneling thousands into a depreciating piece of metal. Wealthy people understand that a car is a tool for transportation, not a trophy for the driveway. When you see a 10-year-old Volvo in a wealthy zip code in Connecticut, that's not old money being cheap, that's smart money compounding. Sign 4. You've stopped performing your success. Validation is the most expensive drug on the market. In the age of Instagram and TikTok, there's a massive pressure to perform success. The 4th sign you're getting rich is that you've stopped caring if people think you're rich. You don't need the logo on your chest or the first-class selfie to feel validated. You find more satisfaction in watching your net worth graph go up on a private spreadsheet than you do in getting 500 likes on a vacation photo. When your internal scoreboard matters more than the external one, you've already won the game. Sign 5. You see the sail in the storm. Most people see a red stock market and feel fear. They see inflation and think about what they can't afford. But if you're on the path to wealth, you see a market crash and your first thought is, everything is on sale. Whether you're investing in the S&P 500 or looking at real estate in the Sunbelt or the outskirts of Berlin, the wealthy mind looks for blood in the streets. If you can stay calm when the news cycle is screaming recession and you keep your automated investments running, you are mathematically destined for wealth. You aren't a gambler, you're a collector of assets. Sign 6. You understand the cost of cheap. There's a famous concept that a rich person spends $100 on a pair of boots that last 10 years, while a poor person spends $20 every year on cheap boots that fall apart. After 10 years, the poor person has spent $200 and still has wet feet. If you've started investing in quality, high-end tools for your business, healthy food for your body, or durable goods for your home, you're thinking in decades, not days. You've stopped being frugal in a way that actually costs you more in the long run. Sign 7. Your boredom threshold is high. Getting rich is actually very boring. It's the same automated transfers every month. It's the same side hustle you've been grinding on for 3 years without a viral moment. Most people quit because they need excitement. But you've embraced the boring middle. You understand that wealth isn't a lightning bolt, it's a slow-motion snowball. If you can stick to a plan for 1,000 days without needing a pat on the back, you are in the top 1% of disciplined humans. Sign 8. You no longer have financial FOMO. Your friend tells you he made 10x on a random meme coin or a risky tech stock. In the past, that would have made you panic. You'd feel like you're falling behind. The 8th sign is that you no longer care. You have a strategy. You know that get rich quick is usually get poor fast. You're comfortable with your 8 to 10% annual returns because you know the math works. You've traded the rush of gambling for the certainty of a system. Sign 9. You are option wealthy. The final and most important sign, you have options. Wealth isn't a number, it's the ability to say no. No to a toxic boss. No to a client you don't like anymore. No to a city that doesn't inspire you anymore. If you have 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account, you are more powerful than a guy making $500K who is drowning in debt. You have exit velocity. If you recognized even 3 of these signs today, I want you to take a breath. You're doing better than you think. Keep the head down and let the compounding do the heavy lifting. So friends, if you have watched this video all the way through, you will surely become a successful and wealthy person one day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.